Hello there, and welcome to Reach for Power, where we take a closer look at the power itself and the strategies to build it. I am your host, Monika Kruk, and today we are going to have a look at the power of asking questions and 9 reasons to use them. Let's jump right in. First reason, getting information and data. After 20 years in corporate world of market research, this specific dimension is an immediate no-brainer for me. You ask, you get your answers. You get your answers, you get access to information. With this information comes power to shape business decisions, to choose strategic directions, to build new products, or to change the new ones to fit your customers better, and so on. Without asking questions, you are forced to stew in the realm of your own assumptions, guesswork, and limitations. Questions are the window to the outside world. Second reason, clarification. As simple as that. Let me illustrate this with a short story. Long time ago, back in my corporate days in a wonderful multinational corporation, there was a product. This product was a washing powder. Me, the young, beautiful, and much slimmer princess of insights and analytics, I was working closely with Fabric Care team of heroes. One beautiful day, we set out into the wild of ethnographic study in our customers' homes to understand why a competitive product is so highly praised by this specific user segment against the kitchen logic of our laboratory test results. These results clearly indicated that we had everything needed to win. Excellent snow white washing every time, all stains removed, fabric intact, and fresh smell lingering. You get the drift. Armed with this superior knowledge, I entered the realm of our consumer's kitchen and observed intently her process of starting her laundry. She opened the washing machine dispenser, measured a hearty amount of competitive product, by the way, triple of the recommended dosage, and then proceeded to pour a glass of water-like liquid into the dispenser. "What is it that you poured in?" I asked. "Just a little bit of Vanish," she answered. Curtain drops. For those of you in different geographies, Vanish is actually a very powerful stain remover agent. If I have not asked for this clarification, we would have never learned that one of the reasons of excellent reviews of competitive washing powder came with the habitual use of bleach by a sizable group of our potential users. Third reason to ask questions, ideation, innovation, and decision making. One of the most powerful tools to get the creative juices flowing is to use questions during an ideation discussion. The more you ask, the more potentially hidden information might come to the surface. One of the most powerful illustrations of this in my mind is the experiment which I observed several times by now, where a group of people is given a set of seemingly identical data, based on which they need to make a group decision. Only after some time, certain percentage of those groups comes to realize that the packages are not identical. And if you ask enough questions to the others in your team, you might relatively quickly uncover this fact. This revelation allows to put together much more comprehensive analysis and make much better final decision. Rings any bells from your business setting? Fourth reason, understanding the context. Being aware of what is going on around you was one of the historical survival traits for our ancestors. Spotting that saber-toothed lion early enough might have meant that you stood a chance of escaping its claws. The truth of the matter is that it did not change that much in recent years, only the lions tend now to wear suits or elegant skirts. A good strategy to work on your context skills is to block 15-30 minutes before and after one meeting every day. Before, you should write down who will attend, what are their goals for this meeting, how do you expect them to interact with each other and yourself. During the meeting, observe other people's behaviors and write down anything that surprises you. After the meeting, take some time to write down your observations and thoughts. Were all the invitees present? If not, why not? For those present, did they achieve their goals? Was there any conflict? If so, why? How did people interact with each other? Pay particular attention to the informal interactions before and after the formal meeting itself. Although this time around it's more about asking questions to yourself, it still counts. Fifth reason, helping others. In this specific context, I think of coaching as one of the ways to help others deal with obstacles, information overload, feeling lost, suffering from doubt. Right questions asked at the right time by an experienced and seasoned coach can put you off your set trajectory of pre-existing assumptions coupled with self-procured explanations into looking at the barriers from a completely new perspective. Sometimes asking a simple why more than once might do the trick and unlock somebody's hidden blockages. Sixth reason, developing empathy. By simple act of asking a well-timed question, we might get a lot of valuable insights into the situation of others. What is important for this person? What he or she sees as the greatest professional opportunity? In what areas she or he wants to grow? What barriers they are struggling with? How can I support this person? Our assumptions might be highly deceitful in terms of reading into others' people's motivations and thoughts. We are actually pretty bad at this. Why? Because every single one of us comes with a set of our own communication filters, consisting of our individual experiences, values, beliefs, expectations, faults, and virtues. We instinctively try to read our own mirror image into others' actions and words. Asking questions might help to quickly uncover how wrong we were and might allow for building much deeper and more meaningful relationships as a result, while from previous episodes of this podcast we already know that relationships or network are our core human capital. Seventh reason, making others feel noticed and appreciated. If we ask a question that refers specifically to a given person, is focused on their thoughts, feelings, observations, or impressions, we automatically make a room for that individual to step into the spotlight, even if just for a moment. This is a simple yet extremely powerful way to make somebody feel noticed, valued, interesting, and worth listening to, which essentially means speaking directly to their ego, deepest desires and needs. Eighth reason, self-awareness. By facilitating feedback from the people who have a chance to observe us at work or at play on a regular basis, we get a chance of receiving a timeless gift of insight about the elements that we might completely miss about ourselves. Feedback allows us to see our actions through the eyes of another person and reflect whether the way how we are being perceived or understood is in line with our goals and aspirations. Solicited feedback, if directed at our managers, also allows us to demonstrate the willingness to grow, learn, and perfect ourselves. Ninth reason, last but definitely not least, power, and more specifically, buying time and appearing insightful. I want to encourage you here to plan a small experiment for yourselves. During the next important meeting, pay special attention to the people in power. You might be able to see how they effectively use questions to insert their dominance, steer discussion in the direction that they need, or buy themselves time to think about the answer or solution to a tricky situation. It is a brilliant way to deflect without being heard, so to speak, with an additional chance to appear insightful and strategic. Try it for yourselves. To shortly recap, we have discussed today 9 reasons why it might make sense to ask questions to others or to ourselves. And the reasons were as follows: getting information and data, clarification, ideation coupled with driving innovation and decision making, understanding context, helping others, developing empathy, making others feel noticed and appreciated. building self-awareness. And last but not least, power, buying time and appearing insightful. Actually, additional big secret is that in one way or the other, each of the elements described above might help us to build our brand and our influence. If you want to practice the art of asking questions or benefit from answering them, I am just one LinkedIn message away. If you liked today's episode, please subscribe to have a regular access to the newly published content. You are also welcome to check Reach for Power webpage at reachforpower.com for more materials and share your thoughts and comments through LinkedIn. Thank you for joining me today and keep on reaching for power.